Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show, episode 156, with myself, Laurie Laursen. Oh, how are you guys today? What's up in your guys' worlds? Um, gosh, I had like 5 places that I wanted to go to, and then all of a sudden I start talking, and I'm like, where'd the thoughts go? You guys ever had that happen? Come on. Come on, brain. You can pull out the brilliance now. If not for them, just for myself. What do I need to know today? Oh, yeah. What do I need to know today? Gosh, you know, yesterday I watched a Dr. Joe Dispenza live stream. So he was doing a live stream. He does these every once in a while. I think he's been doing them about every couple months since about September. And this was the third or the fourth one that I joined in on. And he does this live stream attached onto his 7-day advanced workshops. And people go into a real place of self-discovery, meditations. He does conversations and explanations with them. Because as I've said before, when you understand what it takes to change your life, it's way easier. It just is. Do you need to understand why when you flick on a light switch that the light turns on? No, you can still just use the tool. And with some things, it does actually really create greater to have an understanding of it. And so anyways, he was doing this called changing the boxes, changing the box. Gosh, what was it called now? I have to look it up here. Does it show? Oh, changing boxes, meditation. And he was just really encouraging us to, take something that's been really hard for us to change. And then he goes through the place of how to change it. And where he came up with this was with those areas in his own life where he's like, I've tried changing this before. I've tried everything. And he's so funny because as he's saying all the different things to the group, and you guys have probably tried everything, you've had surgery or you've gone to doctors or you've, hired hitmen and none of it's worked. Like hired hitman. There's probably some people out there that have, but most of us don't. Oh, that was just so random and funny. But he talks about how what's required to change it. Now, there is a part of the how where it's where universe, source, divine, God, whatever you want to call it, is the creating factor. That's kind of where they take over. And but he gives a really cool explanation of the energetics of it and what he's learned from practicing this in his own life. And this is only something relatively new that he has, I'm going to say not necessarily created, but gotten the words for to be able to share it with others. And then as others have taken this changing boxes meditation that he does and then used it in their lives, the change that they've got is just crazy. Okay, I know I've talked about the yawning thing before. I'm so surprised. Whatever that is today, clearing, changing boxes, whatever it is. Anyways, boy, I'm going to just really ask my body if I can have ease with that. Oh my God, I just looked outside, you guys. Hoarfrost is on the trees. So it just looks like there's little diamonds on the trees outside. Oh, it's just, oh, so gorgeous. Just seeing the sun shining. The sky is blue. And then you've got these sparkles on the trees that have got this white frost on it. Oh, just so delicious. So anyways, kind of going back to, what is it that I need to know for myself today? Well, after doing Dr. Joe's, live stream and then slash meditation, so it was like a lecture and then a meditation, um, I created a change in something that has been a real sticking point for me for a really, really, like for frickin' ever, it feels like. And I was able to change the energy around it and then had an experience with it. And just because it involves other people, I'm not going to go into detail with it. Okay. So you guys are just going to have to tap in and sort of just, perceive what you can with it. But then a situation was created with it. Do you know what? I'm getting the yawning today. Okay. So this is actually tying in to what I chose last night. So I chose a different energy in a situation that I normally would choose victim to or being at the effect of. Okay. And when I got to see, no, I'm not saying I wasn't nervous and I wasn't uncomfortable because I was. And what? I just love this. I have to explain it to you guys this way because this was so helpful. So I knew this situation was coming up and I knew I was kind of in a way, I was like, I don't want to do it. And you know what? When something is light for me, even if it's going to be something that's uncomfortable or not what appears to be easy, I'm still going to choose it. Okay. And I will get back to the yawning thing. I really get the yawning is like when I talk, it releases energy for me out of my body. And so when I don't choose something like movement, like dancing or going for a jog or going for a walk or something like that, I'm actually getting that when I'm doing these shows, for me, it's like a releasing of energy. And so as I'm doing that, my body's yawning. My body's yawning, it's shifting, it's adjusting. And wow, because I'm not going to lie, people, like even on my other shows, when I've done the odd yawning thing, I'm kind of like, what is this? I'm not tired. Like I totally get that when I process energy through my body, sometimes I yawn, but I actually didn't really get the piece. So I knew that part, but I didn't actually get the piece that sometimes when my body actually requires to release energy because of something that I've chosen, um, it creates this when it's like, well, okay, we're just going to wait till she gets on her next radio show. And as she's talking and releasing through that way, we're going to be like, yawn, yawn. Okay. So I'm going to have to keep aware of that now because I did actually get the awareness today to do some kind of like movement or dancing, or something. So my body's getting me this way. So how's it get any better? Like, have you guys ever like looked at your body and wondered when it's chosen something and we go and we judge it? Like I've wanted to judge the yawning and it's like, okay, what's totally right about this, right? So anyways, how's it get it? So going back to what is it that I would want to know about myself? Well, after or for myself, like if this show is just for me, which it really is anyways, after doing Dr. Joe's live stream slash and meditation yesterday. And then choosing what I chose yesterday, like in the evening, like later on in the day, in a situation that I wanted to whine and say I didn't want to do it. And I had a girlfriend say to me, she says, Laurie, can you look at it this way? You want to go you want to go to the gym and you want to build up some muscles. Well, you're going to go there. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to lift weights that are heavier than you're used to. You're maybe going to have to push yourself. Well, but that pushing yourself is going to create greater in your life. You're going to see a new strength in your body that you didn't have before. You're going to have more of an inspiration within yourself, more of a confidence. Well, could you think of that situation as your gym and that it's your gym and you can choose to use the gym as you do and that it's your gym, that it's, that you can, go to the washroom if you have to for a half an hour, or you can say you have the runs if you have to, or if you need to go for a nap or whatever. But just know that it's your gym and what was really cool was that with doing the workshop and then having that conversation and having that awareness in my world, I was like, okay, Laurie, like almost in a way, like it's okay. You can grow up here. You can allow yourself to receive a maturity here. You can allow yourself to receive more of you. You can allow yourself to move past something that was uncomfortable before and have it create, have yourself see that you could handle it. And I mean, gosh, we've all done those things that are difficult. And we get to the other side and we're like, holy mackerel. Like, I mean, that may not have been easy, but I rocked it and I have so much more of me, or my body's so much stronger, or, like people who climb Mount Kilimanjaro, or, people who do marathons or something like that, right? It allows them to choose, like to choose or have a knowing of themselves that they never had before. Now, after doing this live stream and meditation, then having this, situation last night, would you believe after it was all said and done, I went to go to bed, I couldn't frickin' sleep. It was like 10 o'clock, then it was 11 o'clock. I'm in the tub, it's midnight. I'm trying to sleep. Well, you know what? I couldn't sleep. Again, it was my body wanting me to release this energy of the freaking excitement of possibility. Like that's what that actually did by choosing a situation that was uncomfortable, that was light. Now that's the thing, is that I asked if it was going to create greater. I got that it was going to create greater. Even though I whined and didn't want to do it, I knew it was going to create greater. And so when I got over myself, got some support, looked around at my world and saw how supported I was, it was like, okay, let's try this on for size. How's it going to go? And it went really, really well. And so then I got to see as a person who used to function fairly pathetic before, as a pretty good victim of the world, that I don't have to buy that anymore. Well, I never had to, and I did, and I still could, but I don't have to anymore. I can actually allow myself to receive something completely different. And do you know what it did? Is it was like, oh my gosh, if that's changeable, because it's been one of the biggest things I've wanted to change in my life. And really the bottom line is me feeling good wherever I go. Okay, that doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and throw myself in the middle of a war or throw myself just anywhere. That's not my point. My point is to know that I can, be aware that something's light, be aware that something's uncomfortable, be aware of my old points of view and still choose it anyways, and allow myself to courageously come through the other side and see what's there. And I have so much more of me. And then I couldn't freaking sleep because I was so excited. My body's like, do you realize, Laurie? Laurie, look at the possibilities in your world. Do you realize if you could change that, if that could be different, then this could be different, and that could be different. And what else could you create with business? And what else could you create with your body? And what else could you create with relationships? And what else could you create with money and fun? And, like honestly, I've noticed this, that since I got up today, I'm just like got this like wired energy. So no wonder my body wants me to yawn, or it's getting me to release energy any way I can while I'm on this, recording this, because I could choose to dance, I could choose to go for a walk, I could choose to, yell, hum, sing, meditate, any of those things to choose to move the energy through my body. So yeah. So if I was doing this show just for me, which I really did, what would I want to know today? I'd want to know that that sense of possibility that I've now tapped into is real. And it's just the beginning. And you've got this, Laurie. And even yawning on your show isn't wrong. And even not choosing to dance or move your body yet is not wrong. And that being really super excited about this possibilities because you feel like a kid and you have all this energy is not wrong. My gosh. Really? It's not wrong. Oh, I just wonder, like, seriously, what else is possible now? Oh, wow. Well, on that note, people, my email, thewealthylala@gmail.com. I'm fun to play with. I create change. I got your back. If it's fun for you, what else is possible? So big thugs, big thugs, big hugs to you. Thanks again for listening. Have an amazing day.